board our flight for Tokyo.
All right, so hi, hello, welcome to this week's video in which I forgot to record an intro. For those of you that are new here, hi, I'm Courtney and I'm a part-time artist with a full-time job, and this week I'm taking you along with me on my trip to Japan. So, for lack of a better introduction, let's toss it back to previous me in the car on the way to the airport.
So it's about 9 o'clock in the morning right now. Our flight doesn't leave until 1, but sometimes the border crossing can take 5 minutes. Sometimes it takes an hour. So we wanted to make sure that we had plenty of time to get across the border, driving, and then also getting through the airport, anything that we have to do there, because we've never flown out of Montreal before. So we've given ourselves a pretty decent buffer. So I'm hoping I'll have some time to sketch once we're at the airport and just kind of relax and hang out a little bit and get ready to sleep on the plane. So I'm definitely going to try to get a decent amount of sleep, because when we land in Tokyo, it'll actually be 5 p.m. Wednesday. So right now it's 9 a.m. Tuesday. So we've got a long day of travel ahead of us, but I will keep you posted and check in with you in a little bit. One of the first things I did when we landed in Narita Airport was head to the convenience store. I obsessively love convenience stores and grocery stores. All of the different packaging, all of the snacks and drinks you can't get anywhere else. I'm obsessed. Then we grabbed sushi for dinner. I had just a vegan roll. I think it was cucumber avocado. It was delicious. The soy sauce was incredible. It's so different than what you can get in the US. So I was super happy that sushi was on the list for the evening when we landed. Then we headed to my friend's place, which is about 2 hours from the airport, and I made her take me to a grocery store because I had to go to my first Japanese grocery store that night, and it was everything that I imagined. Good morning. We are starting our first official day in Japan. We are in, traffic. This might not work. We are in Zama, headed towards the train station, and we are going to go to the Totoro Cream Puff Cafe this morning, and then to a tea ceremony. And I've already done a little bit of sketching last night. We went to a grocery store and it was just like the cutest storefront. So I will show you that and take you along with us today.
So after we went to the Cream Puff Factory and my personal favorite, seeing the Shibuya Scramble, we headed over to the Hotel Gajoen Tokyo, which started originally as a restaurant in 1928 and is now an absolutely gorgeous hotel with so much artwork and Japanese history. It's also supposedly said to be, according to a lot of the internet, where Miyazaki got a lot of inspiration for Spirited Away. So it was super cool to get to just walk around the hotel, see the restaurants, the waterfall running through the middle of it, and the koi rivers instead of ponds. It was just really, really incredible. So we spent a little bit of time there before we went to the tea ceremony. So we couldn't record the tea ceremony, but we were encouraged to take pictures. It was a really phenomenal experience getting to learn about the meaning behind the tea ceremony, and I absolutely loved it. After the ceremony, we headed out into the town to walk around a little bit.
Open now.
That was almost my hand. After we visited the temple and walked around the shopping district, we grabbed some dinner and then headed over to the Tokyo Sky Tree, which was absolutely beautiful, lit up with cherry blossoms underneath. And of course, I had to go to the Studio Ghibli store. There was so much cute stuff, and I wanted it all. But I managed to restrain myself and only got what I could bring back with me on the plane. But there were so many things I really wish I had bought, like those little Totoro watering cans. Oh my gosh, but that's way too big to bring back on the plane. So we were pretty tired by the end of this and headed home to get some much needed rest before our next day in Japan. Good morning. It's practically afternoon. So yesterday, as you saw, we had a super busy day. We went to the tea ceremony, which I couldn't film, but then we went to the shrine and out to dinner and to the Tokyo Sky Tower and the Studio Ghibli store. So we had a jam-packed day, plus a little bit of jet lag. So today we're having a much more relaxed and chill day. We're getting ready to head out to the Museum of Modern Art. It's about an hour-and-a-half train ride from where we're staying, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of sketching. We might go to a stationery store later in the afternoon, but we'll see. We don't have a whole lot of plans today. It's gonna be a really relaxing and chill day, so I'm super excited to get to go to the museum and see some of the art and hopefully do a little bit of sketching. So let's head out. So filming is not allowed inside the museum, and even taking photos was pretty restrictive. So here's a quick one of me sketching. And then I did film me sketching inside of their viewing room. So they had this room that was called Room with a View, I think. And it's just overlooking the Tokyo skyline. So I figured it was safe enough to film me sketching in that room. Then the part of the museum that I absolutely am still blown away by was the art library. There was an entire library filled with every art book you could imagine, every reference. So amazing. You could sit there, borrow a book, sketch from it, have them make photocopies for you. I could have spent 3 or 4 or 5 hours there, but we had to head out. My spouse and friend that we were with wanted to go walk around a little bit, get some pictures of the cherry blossoms. So we wrapped up our day just kind of strolling through Tokyo. So I hope you enjoyed this look at our first couple of days in Tokyo, and I will be back again next week with the rest of our trip. And then I also have a massive art supply haul, so watch for those coming up. And I hope you're having a great week wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next one.